Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the Fools Podcast. We get a little bit into Angel's birthday, we talk about clubs, about Elon Musk chips in the brain, we got Shrek 5 grievances, talk about some product placement, how we're viewed in other people's eyes, we kiss and tell. There's a little bit of helicopter noise in the background, just kind of ignore that. We got some school checkpoints in the metal detectors, which leads us into Knives Out. We also go into 2020 movies and how they're all moved around, jumbled. Then we got Bleach, how people be quitting on Angel in Jump Force because he's just too good, which leads us into some fillers. We talk about anime, how Naruto is better than Black Clover. We talk about some mall stories. I had to retract a lot of names editing this episode. We got a lot of alleged stuff going on in this episode. If anything, doesn't seem exactly legal. Talk a little bit about our shows that we've been to, getting into the background of our lives. There's some people who pass away. One of them is Enrique, R.I.P. Enrique. You're always remembered, and we always be talking about you. On a higher note, while talking about shows, we kind of wanted to get into it on our own episode, so it'll have its own dedicated episode, but you're gonna have a good teaser during this episode. We talked about some more movies, scary stories, and we finally had that ramen date that was teased earlier on. So enjoy today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Please follow us on all our socials and let us know what you guys want to hear.
Good morning.
Or good evening.
Or good afternoon.
Good morning somewhere.
Just to start off this podcast, I wanna just throw a happy birthday to a friend of ours in here. We got Angel G. Woo, motherfucker, 25. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
25. Wow, that's news to me.
Isn't that crazy? Bro, we're getting old.
We're a quarter now.
We're a quarter, bro. We're a whole ass quarter, bro.
I'm going through
You're
my
still 24, right?
crisis.
Yeah, I'm still 24.
When's your birthday?
In June.
This time I remembered. This time I will remember. Last time I messaged him a month later. Happy birthday. I messaged him July 25th. Happy birthday. Last year. This is all fucked up.
It was every single year this guy always be saying, like, it's either July or June. And then he would also be like, it's either 25th or the 26th.
Well, those months are really similar, and those numbers are right next to each other.
Yeah, but like 20 years, bro.
I still think it's July.
20 years.
But this year I'm breaking the cycle, guys.
You know, I'll even be like 15, like just because like those first 5 years are kind of like, you don't know time. You know?
Maybe. No, not really.
All right, I just want to also... We talked about it off podcast, but I'm gonna say it again. Previously, we were talking about how I went to take Ivan to Chafee and build a robot and blah, blah, blah. And Ivan was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we hanged out that day. But I remember now, I actually dropped him off at his house. And it was this place that was, whenever it rained, oh my God, you need a life preserver.
You need a boat.
You need a boat.
Are you talking about the Rancho house or the Cypress house?
I'm talking about Cypress, bro.
Because Cypress is down the street right here.
Yeah. Like the one that literally has a flood warning sign, and they made those new houses.
Yeah, shit floods on the hill.
Oh yeah, man.
I was gonna buy one of those houses.
Full high school, whatever. That shit has a lake. They call it the Full High Lake because when it rains over there, like it gets flooded in a certain area and it becomes a little lake. I never seen it though, because I was hardly there.
I think Full High is like one of the places that has like the most like stories and stuff like that. It's been there longer.
AB is supposedly haunted.
Remember that one
I'm not trying to find out though.
We tried to go to that anime club at Full High, and then no one was there.
Wait, what?
I wasn't there for that.
No, I believe you were there too, Ivan. We went with
Oscar. No, yeah, me, you, and Gab.
Yeah, we went to Full High for anime club.
Yeah.
And no one was there. And
for real?
Yeah.
Did we just go for nothing?
Yeah, we went for nothing.
The only thing I remember is I was drinking water, and Gab was talking about the way,
like
you deep-throated?
No, the way I was like fucking drinking my water and holding my bag at the same time, something like that.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, there's just some times where like we hang out with guys and they're always like flirty with me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You look too cute, bro.
Yeah. He was like that. What's his face was like that. What's his face was like that.
Oh yeah.
All their faces
was like that.
And the other faces.
I can name like 3 other people.
3 other faces.
Yeah. But it's not just like, you know how some guys fuck around like that. They're just joking. These guys don't do that, but they did it to me, and I was like, whoa. Like one of them actually told me,
Ivan's just that cute.
Yeah, he was like, damn, Ivan, you got those rosy red cheeks all the time.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Nah, you don't know who I'm talking about. He was a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Oh, yeah. It was during this time where I wasn't with you guys all the time.
Yeah.
Stop crying.
I'm gonna start crying. And I wrote down a lot of stuff, but I like this little trips down memory lane.
Yeah, you
like I remember when you guys went to that class, but I remember when me and Angel went to like an art. What was that?
Which one?
The art club over in AB.
Oh man!
And we actually got in the picture for it.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. They took a picture of all of us, and like it was literally for one day, and we were like, "This isn't for us."
Yeah, we never went back.
Yeah,
we made friends too.
Yeah, I wanted to like be a part of a club.
Yeah.
All the TV shows are like, hey, be parts of clubs.
I think I went to one day with you guys in that art club.
I think you did.
I think that was probably the same day.
Yeah.
Because we never went back.
Yeah, it was the one and only day I went. Yeah.
That's funny.
And I was sitting next to this girl, and me and her were talking, and then I was kind of teaching Angel how to draw. I was teaching Angel how to draw, and he was like,
that was like one of the main contributors to why we were even there.
Yeah, and then Angel like pokes at me. He's like, "Look at my Charizard." And his Charizard wasn't that good, and I was like,
"Wow, dog, you said it was good."
He said it was a good try.
I was good try, dog.
Good try.
I think I did say it was good. But it wasn't.
Nah, I'm in my feelings.
I remember.
For real?
Nah.
I was gonna say.
We were like really.
Because you've gotten better, Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, and also in the same school, that's where you wanted to learn graphic design. So
yeah, that's why I had that class.
It wasn't like you're not a physical type of person, I mean, we could paint. We tried painting before, but
yeah, that's like real life painting. Though?
Yeah, but painting's fun.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter the outcome of the product really.
I can't do arts and crafts. I can't do that shit.
I want to.
When it comes to
YouTube already knows I want to do everything because they always be giving me stuff.
Stop talking out loud.
Oh, I know, right?
Okay, I was just only think.
I
can get you like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they can get you with the thinking too.
They do. Because I know for a fact I don't be saying some stuff.
Okay, check this out. Well, first let me finish my one thing.
Okay.
I don't know how to do arts and crafts, bro. Like, I can't fold paper. I can't throw glitter on shit. I just suck at it. But anyways, back to the thinking thing. So, like, one time, right?
Yeah.
My little brother went outside, right? And I wanted to tell him something about Shia LaBeouf, but I didn't say it. The only thing that popped up in my head was Shia LaBeouf, right? I didn't even say it out loud. It's just literally in my brain. And I go on YouTube. I put up YouTube on my PS4. And then on my recommended videos, a new interview with Shia LaBeouf. Not new, but I guess it had been out for a couple of months. That interview pops up on my recommended. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even say that shit out loud. It was in my head. How did they know to put it up there?
Elon Musk got you, dog.
Dude.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's trying to put chips in people's brains.
Yeah,
and
hey, I'm going to take that, dude.
He has a point, though. Like, he says that,
bro, if I could get updates and become smarter...
I don't think I can help you, dog. Yeah.
He said that
You're pretty technical for sure.
Elon Musk said that we're basically all already androids. Like, we're all half machine already.
Yeah, man, we're all this.
Because we all have our phones in our pockets and shit, and we all rely on technology that makes us machines.
We're recording on technology right now.
Huh?
Oh, yeah,
You're recording on technology right now.
Yeah.
They got Monkey playing Pong with those ships.
I know way.
Yeah. Like, he's just, like, kind of looking at the TV.
I'm always asking people questions.
What kind of questions?
Like, just, like, dumb little questions and shit that don't have any weight to anything.
It's just chips and head, huh?
It's literally just chips and head. Like, we haven't really learned anything about it except for, like, chips. A monkey can play Pong.
But one question I started asking people was, what if you could control your phone with your brain? So you could just actually automatically put your music on or whatever. You just had to get a chip in your brain and shit. And I was asking people that a little bit before the Elon Musk thing, because it's like science fiction basically. Like, everyone knows that shit's coming anyways, and Elon Musk is actually just trying to do it.
Bro, they've been knowing it for like 40 years and have not done it.
Yeah.
Until Elon Musk right now.
And then when I ask people that, they say no. They're like, hell no. And even when I ask like girls that would seem, you know how like girls are usually like want to be all high end technology all the time.
Well, I mean, that's invasive.
Yeah, it really
is. It's
invasive.
It's literally in you. Like, you could just like have glasses or something, like those Google lenses or whatever.
Or like Cookie. And then
like Cookie and then declassified, something like that. That's where it's fire. Like it's off if it's like up, and then when you put it down, it's on.
Yeah, that's fire.
Like that kind of stuff is cool because it's like you It's not augmenting,
an option.
but it's like, yeah, it's an option. But with a chip, what are you gonna do? Be like, oh, can you guys remove it? But like the entire time you're thinking about removing it, it's still in there. You motherfucker gotta do like an appointment or something.
What if it rewires your brain? It's like, no, you don't.
And that too, bro. What if it does rewire you?
Order 66.
What if they do order 66?
Fives, my guy. Fives. R.I.P.
Dang.
We would have to rip out our own fucking inhibitor chips.
I would have to get Ivan before he gets me.
Wait, what? Oh my god, I just saw something. I wanted to talk about this.
What do you want to talk about?
Bro, guess what they're doing a sequel of?
Huh?
It's a number 5. It's a Cinco.
Cinco? Like, what do you mean Cinco?
It's the 5th sequel.
You mean the 4th sequel?
Technically 4th sequel. 5th installment.
God damn, man. Get it right.
I just did.
Okay.
The 5th installment of a series that we all watch.
What?
Bro, they're doing a Shrek 5.
No way.
They're doing a Shrek 5.
I didn't like Shrek 4. I only saw it on bootleg,
Shrek
but
4 is pretty like bad, and like
Especially if you saw it on bootleg.
Dude, it's the same premise every single movie.
Shrek 3 was cool.
Well, Fate was on the same premise.
It's the same premise though. That's exactly it though.
Yeah.
Like the Shrek was supposed to be a satire on fairy tales, but in doing so, he became a fairy tale himself.
How?
So because now he is the same dude that every single movie he has, he's gonna be. Oh, I miss when I used to do this. Oh, now that I have this, I want to go back. Oh, cool, I'm back.
Yeah, because doesn't he trip on doesn't he have like a midlife crisis? Like he wants
I need to watch that
Every
shit
single
again.
movie. Every single
He wants to be
movie.
an ogre again. He doesn't want to be.
Oh, like in the part 2 when he becomes a human?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh shit, this isn't all it's
This
cracked
isn't
up
what
to
I
be.
wanted. And then
I want to be an ogre again.
spoilers for Shrek 2.
No, don't spoil that shit, man.
You just did.
Oh shit.
Shrek 2 though, that ass great movie.
Yeah, I like
It like, oh my god, those scenes hit.
When the gingerbread man's all big and shit. Oh,
Everyone talks about that scene. It's so good.
it's too good.
I need a hero. Bro, that song is better than the actual song.
Oh yeah.
Is that a remix?
It's the actual like fairy godmother singing it.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. In
That's
the movie.
tight.
It's really good.
Cinderella's stepsister being a guy. That shit was funny.
Yeah. And like it's not like it's not distasteful at all, you know?
Yeah. And sacrifice?
Is that
Sacrifice?
Damn,
He
all
turns
the
into a frog?
spoilers.
That shit. Damn.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, dude, that fool literally became a frog.
He became a frog, and he's like,
For his family. That's just funny. What's fairy godmother's son's name? Prince Charming?
Yeah,
Prince Charming.
Crazy.
Bro, that one scene where she pulls up to the drive-thru and she eats the burrito.
Nah.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
and then
remember
he has
And
So
she's wagging
she
it around.
she orders food for the son too.
Yeah.
He's like,
"Oh,
I want
disgusting."
the Burger King crown too. She's
Oh,
like,
your kids meal?
yeah. And then
Okay,
she gives him the crown.
let's talk about this.
Huh.
Let's talk about product placement in movies, bro.
Product placement.
I like it. I like
Taco
it.
Bell.
Yeah.
Product
That's
placement
That's
in
cool.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's cool.
Dude, it's
I think it's scary. Oh,
Scary?
That's,
the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the wife, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's everything's an ad, so it's consumerism.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
It is kind of scary,
It's
but it's kind of cool. But,
Why
okay,
do you think it's cool?
I think it's cool because I'm a consumer and I want to consume. No, I'm just kidding.
What's that movie with
I believe you.
Roddy Pepper?
They live.
Rowdy Piper.
They live.
They Live. That's one of
They
the
Live.
best movies of all time.
Yeah,
so
and you're still a consumer. How is
And
that?
consumer, bro. And you're consuming because you bought like some Amazon Prime or the actual movie itself.
Dude, literally.
You gotta pirate the movie to actually to actually enjoy it.
ReZero. Okay, no.
Don't do it.
Okay, check this out. Superman, right?
Yeah.
That's a movie where I have problem with the product placement. Because literally he beats this fool's ass and then he's standing in front of a Sears and you see, or IHOP or some shit,
Yeah.
and that shit's just like blatantly right there. Like there's no point
Remember
to it.
in Santa Claus? In The Santa Claus, I mean?
Tim Allen?
Yeah, with Tim Allen.
Nah.
He takes the kid to Denny's because they're open on
Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Del Taco's open on Christmas. Thank the Lord, hallelujah.
But they didn't have product placement in Taco Bell.
Oh,
They
Del Taco.
Del Taco, sorry.
Respect.
I took Samson to to Del Taco 2 Christmases ago. That shit was lit. And we ran into a hobo that looked like Serge Tankian. This fool did a whole ass combo before he even came up to us. He was just like throwing shots in the air. And then when we walked up to him, we thought we were gonna have to fight him. But he was like, "Hey guys," and he was all friendly, trying to give us life advice. We're like, I was like, "Yeah, cool, man. We're gonna go home and eat." But
it's always a wild card when you meet them hobos.
Yeah.
I tell people, you haven't lived life if you haven't got life lessons from a hobo.
For real. I told him, I was like, did anyone ever tell you look like Serge Tankian from System of a Down? He's like, bro, they do tell me that sometimes. I don't know who they're talking about. Yeah. But I hear it. And I'm like, well, dude, yeah, you do though.
You gave him an iPod, you're like, here, listen to this.
Oh, imagine blew his mind. He's like,
what is this?
You can't have it though, but listen to this.
Yeah, you can't have it. In fact, I'm gonna throw away these earphones.
He listens to Needles, and he's all like, "This is my life."
Oh no.
One time, a lady tried to buy my iPod, or my iPod on the bus.
On the low?
On
the low, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think she did. I was going to school, but she did make me think about it. She was like, "Oh, I'll buy that off you," and she gave me the price, and I was like,
Do you remember how much she asked for it?
Nah, I can't remember.
Because then you'd be like your mom, just buying stuff off.
I remember.
Hey, the pawn shit used to be where it's at, dog.
The pawn shop?
Yeah.
Fuck the pawn shop, dog. Nah, it's cool. I bought like some Dragon Ball. I bought some Broly movies off of the pawn shop when I was a little kid.
Someone else's pain.
Yeah, my mom bought it for me.
That's what's crazy about the pawn shop.
Yeah,
You're buying someone else's struggle.
Because when my mom bought me the Broly movies from the pawn shop, that was before she started pawning my shit. So then afterwards, I started feeling the fucking pain.
She learned about the pawn shop when she bought those?
Nah, she always knew about the pawn shop, but like...
Yeah, we knew about the pawn shop.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Nah, just play that one song. Down here at the pawn shop. It's a something.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Why you sing along then?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, because I knew the chorus or whatever, but I didn't know it was actually pawn shop. Like, I didn't know that those were the lyrics.
But check this out though. Like, I'll watch like a show or a movie or some shit, and then I'll be like, I need to get some toys from this shit, and I'll want to get the toys, right? But one time I happened reverse status. I would see the toys of this like little, of this short pink hair girl and the short blue hair girl that were maids, and I was like, these look kind of cool. I don't know.
Do I know who you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I saw a toy of a girl with long white hair, and she looked, and it was white and purple, and she looked like kind of like Zelda, and I was like, this is cool. What is this? And I looked, and it said ReZero, and I was like, huh. And then I found out the two short hair girls were the same show, and I was like, no way. So I watched the show so I could want to be influenced to buy the figures, and the show was dope, and I was like, yeah, I'm buying the figures, and I got all three. Like, not at the same time, but like over time. And it was cool because I remember Rem's figure was like $100, probably like 110 on eBay, because that shit sold out everywhere else because, you know, she's really popular.
She's popular as hell, bro.
Yeah, and this is before she became my favorite character. I bought her when she at that price before she was my favorite character, and then as she was being shipped, I got to the episodes where she became my favorite character, and I was like, damn, I'm so happy I bought that figure, man.
Bro, if we go to Japan, you get exclusive figures of
man, fuck Japan.
Exclusive figures,
JK.
bro. I watched this YouTuber.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, me too.
He specifically your favorite's Rem or Rem? Rem, the blue hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he specifically went to go get her stuff.
Which one, the voice actor dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He specifically has like all her stuff that he could get, basically. And it's funny because they have one that's specific to the Claw game store that he was at, and she's dressed like one of their employees.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's dope.
You know what? I was looking today, and they have one of her where she's dressed as Oktoberfest patron. She has two boots in her hand, two beer boots.
Das cool. Boots?
Yeah, Das Boots.
The Das Boots.
You gotta turn that shit on the side.
The air bubble.
The air bubble.
Remember? Spoilers for October or Beer Fest, I guess.
Hey, no spoilers.
Too late, man.
Nah, it's too late. It's happening.
Okay, Monique. Oh, I didn't see that double cross from Monique coming, dude.
No.
When she kills Landfill.
No, that's what I was gonna mention. when he's inside the beer thing, and like you think he's gonna make it out because he's like,
yeah, dude. I thought he was gonna live.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah,
I thought he was gonna live.
And then they're like, no, he drank too much.
That shit's sad. He was so cool, and then they just replaced him with his brother.
With his
brother out of nowhere, and it seems okay. It seems like it doesn't even like damn. That movie's funny as fuck.
It's so funny. Hey, who are you? I'm just doing.
Okay. Can you drink? Yeah. Bro, you're on the team.
I like when they have to drink the beer and they're training, and he's like, none of us leave until we drink. We're not leaving this room until we finish this beer. And then it says like 3 hours later, and like they're all fucked up already. And
Oh,
like,
yeah. The go piss one?
Yeah, at one point they're fighting, and the next point they're like, aye. And then
how it be, though.
and then they're fighting again. Yeah.
Yeah, when you drink go piss, bro, that just happens.
Dude.
How many times have we fall out when we're drunk and afterwards just start hugging and kissing?
Yeah, go piss.
I don't know about that kissing part, but
I'm singing.
Oh, bro, I've been bringing this up all week, bro.
What?
Angel do be kissing some friends, bro.
Well, I told you guys, stop being bitches.
And so
Talk shit, get kissed.
Exactly. Remember when he had that phase when he was like, "Talk shit, get kissed."
yeah, that was a cool phase.
It was
I
a
talked
cool
a lot of
phase?
shit during that time.
Wait,
You talk a lot of shit.
wait, hold up.
I'm just kidding.
Bring that face back. Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
And then, and then you guys were at a specific party, and there was this other guy, and he talked shit,
You got
and
kissed.
then he got kissed.
For real?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Nah, when was this?
It's bleep.
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's in the recesses of the mind.
Whoa. That was recent.
Yeah.
That was like 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm straight enough to admit it, though.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I'm straight up to a
Dude,
minute.
remember that one time when we were at I think it was maybe the barbershop, or we were somewhere, right? And you were acting kind of fruity. And I can't remember. And there was this bald dude, and he was like, "What, are you gay?" But no, he didn't say that. He didn't say, "What, are you gay?" But he was like, "Oh, he made a comment about you being gay or something." But he was serious, like he wasn't like trying to make fun of you. And I started laughing, and he looked at me. He was like, "Why are you laughing?" And I'm like,
That fool could have. He could have got socked up. I'm about to go back in time.
"No, like I can't explain it. Like he wasn't making fun of you, man."
Like he genuinely wanted to know if you were gay.
Yeah. But no, not like that.
Not even like that.
I can't even remember, man.
You know, I don't
I'm all
blame him
jumbled
though,
up.
because one time I was at a comedy show. I think you were there. And then
Y'all never take me to your comedy shows.
We can go. We'll go, Gallo. Don't trip. They're open.
Okay, what about me?
You go too, Ivan.
All right, cool.
They're open now.
I love comedy.
But anyway, I was laughing. You know, my giggles can get high pitched. You know.
Yeah.
And so the comedian actually stopped and told me.
Oh, I was with you at that one. That shit was funny as fuck, dude.
He actually asked me if I was gay because of the way I laughed.
Dude, that shit was
No
hilarious.
way.
Yeah.
Dude, no, it's crazy because like,
People always think I'm done because of the way I laugh.
Yo, whoa.
yeah, someone
No.
recently, I don't want to say who, but someone recently asked me if you were special.
Oh, what the
my
fuck?
god!
I was like, what the hell?
You was
I didn't understand why he was asking me.
Spit a name out right now.
Nah, I can't.
Why not?
Nah,
Why you scared?
Why are you scared?
I'm not scared. I'm just like, I don't want to.
I'm not gonna put it in. I'm gonna edit that out.
I don't want to ruin any friendships there.
What friendships?
It was
Really?
Yeah, you left the man cave for a second, and it was me, him, and Brendan was like, "Hey, is Gallo like special or something?" And I was like, I didn't even understand why he was asking that. I'm like, what could you have done to make him think that?
Yeah.
And then Nando goes, "Oh, nah, Gallo's just like that." Like, and I was like, "What?"
He's like, yeah, special people are just like that. So.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
Special to me, Gallo.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to cut that whole part out.
Yeah, I want to put that last part in though.
What?
the part where I said, I forgot what it was already.
Oh.
And then that's what I'm saying, bro. You're always someone different in someone else's mind.
Yeah,
like
but-
you're like no matter what, you're always
that's not
someone
your fault,
different.
Bro, it's tribute because like
That's their fault.
in Dexter,
Mm-hmm.
I love that show, right? Dexter Morgan.
Oh, let me get in here real quick though. That show Dexter has like this monologue going throughout it, like this whole time, and like it's pretty iconic.
Yeah,
And I'm watching something that Ivan recommended called Beastars. I think he talked about it in the other podcast too. And it's basically like rated R Zootopia. And
this is phrase.
he talks in his mind and definitely gives me Dexter vibes, bro. Yeah.
Legoshi.
Legoshi.
How many
He's
people actually
tight.
talking in their minds though? Because some people don't talk in their
I
minds.
talk
Bro,
about mine.
I watched like 5 episodes of that Beastars like in a row, and I was talking to myself.
Yeah?
Yeah, dead ass.
Okay, so pretty much in all of Dexter, he's the main character, right?
Yeah.
And you hear his inner monologue, so you always identify with him as being the main character, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's like season 7 or 8. This one fool tries to kill him, right? And he's like he works at the police department or something like that. He's around the area. I forgot. I haven't seen that shit in years. But there's a scene where the show is focusing on that guy trying to kill Dexter, right? So it shows the guy looking at Dexter through the window of his office. And at that moment right there, it feels like Dexter's a side character. Like, he's not the main character anymore. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, damn, that shit, it hits differently, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It feels, like, what'd you say? Like, people see you differently?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that character sees Dexter and he's just chilling. I'm just like, damn, he sees him as just like this normal dude.
Yeah.
But Dexter's a fucking serial killer, man. That fool, like, yeah. It's crazy.
It's insane how it's just misconstrued too.
Yeah.
Like people think this way of you and they have no reason not to.
Well, it's not
like,
that.
you know?
It's just people don't dig past the surface.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
oh yeah, there's a lot of people like,
because all the OC of Gallo is laughter and jokes, you know.
Yeah, they never had a night with me when I was crying on their shoulder.
Yeah, well, it's not even just an in-depth conversation of what he likes. You get me? Mm-hmm. Because like.
Yeah, because when I hang out with people, all it is jokes, and then I go home. Like, yeah, especially if it's like work people. Like a lot of my work friends, we if it's like talking about the warehouses, we get pretty in depth in there. But like, sometimes it's basically just offhand comments. In fact, I find myself doing like the same joke over and over again.
Yeah,
like as a passing thing. Like, I see them for a quick second, I'll do the joke. I think one of them's like, huh? And like people, they laugh every time. So I'm like, well, why change up what's not broken, you know?
Yeah. I'll tell you this much. When
people don't say much.
Well, like growing up, people, you know how people usually like when they first meet you, they wouldn't like you. Me too. Yeah. Like, I didn't like you when I first met you. That's just kind of like how you come off.
Kids, you know,
yeah.
In fact, I hate myself. Like, I go through a lot of years where I'm just like, wow, I hate myself this year, and like I never really had a year where I was proud of myself.
For real?
Yeah, not yet, not really.
I think you gotta dig deeper.
I
haven't made the person I want to be.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's also the thing with like birthdays too. Is like I don't see a reason to celebrate. At least for me, to celebrate a birthday because I haven't really done anything significant or anything like I have wanted to accomplish. You get me? Mm-hmm. So like, why celebrate a life that I'm not truly living? You get me?
Yeah,
that's the way I see
it. Especially like it's literally year after year where I'm just like, guys, let's do this, or like let's do this project, or blah 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 blah, and then we literally just do not do it.
That's why I like this podcast, because we're actually doing it.
Yeah, and it's
I'm
easy.
actually motivated to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to it now. Yeah. At first I was hesitant because I was like, who's gonna fucking listen to us? We're just like,
you gotta break the cycle.
Yeah.
People will listen.
But the thing about so Gallo, like meeting new people with you, like they don't like you, right? Yeah. And I see that because
you're with me when
I'm with you, yeah. And then like literally there was that one time when we were about to go to that party with some other fools, and then they were like, "Oh, you were Gallo? We gonna only take you, Ivan. Like, we can't take Gallo." I'm like, what the fuck? Then I'm not.
Bro,
I'm not
that would
going
happen
there.
when we go to fucking house too.
Yeah.
You made me walk home alone.
Did I?
Yeah.
No way. When?
I walked with you to his house. Then when we showed up, and I understand, but like I would have. It's just the fact that I had to walk back. I understand because I'm loud at night. Mm-hmm. Like every house I've been to, I'm loud, and it's like I'm just trying to have fun, guys. Mm-hmm. But either way, we're at Jaime's house at night, and he basically just tells me, nah, like, Ivan, come on, because I invited you, but Gallo, no.
And
then
it's
you're
kind of
like,
ruthless.
all right.
So I can hear him saying that, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, would I really say that too? Fuck.
Yeah, you're like, sorry, man. And then we went inside, and then I was like, all right.
That sounds depressing as fuck, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a pretty sad night.
Yeah, there was...
Because there was a whole walk back. That was far.
Yeah, your mindset is probably just, I just want to chill and hang.
Yeah, there was one time when I was walking your house, and then...
You were mad at me because I was playing some Childish Gambino and you didn't like him.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like him at the time. But I remember one time I was walking to your house, and then I saw you drive away with Alex, and you guys were going to a concert, and I was super like, sad too.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
I remember
damn.
that. Hey, I wasn't even first choice.
Yeah.
I was third choice.
Who was?
And not even,
to Alex?
Yeah, not even from Alex. It was
Yeah.
it was Andrew.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
His
Andrew's.
brother?
Yeah, his brother's the one that brought me.
Whoa.
Yeah, Alex had 2 choices. They both fell through, and then I was third choice. That was from Andrew.
Damn.
And it was a hell of a fun time though. His mom and stepdad, or probably just boyfriend at the time, not his boyfriend, the actual mom boyfriend. They took us to an arcade, a movie, like it was like a full course of entertainment. The whole ride through.
You got your feel.
Yeah, and then I remember when we went to the concert, I accidentally brought my knife, and I was like, damn, like we're going through the security like as I find this out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do I have in my
I know that
pockets?
feeling.
I know Angel got his knife taken away.
And then I basically just like I took my phone out and I took my wallet out. I was like, this is what I have. And then they're like, all right, cool. And I walked through and I was like, man, bro, that doesn't even check. I was like, I can kill somebody.
There was one time when I used to always bring knives to school, and then for some reason,
I want to talk about this.
I was finishing up something else.
Sorry.
No, when Gallo first got me the job,
Yeah.
and I'm used to people hating him, right? And I start working at the job with him. Literally everyone loves him. Like, he's like everyone's best friend. Him and this other guy, Anthony. Like, literally, even after you guys left, people from the olden days will always tell me, man, I miss Gallo and Anthony, man. They were funny as hell. Like, I'm like, damn.
Miss
Gallo,
Anthony too.
I'm like, Gallo's loved here. That's crazy.
Yeah,
But-
Gallo just vibes differently.
Yeah, it's just because, like, you have to, you just have to be friends with him long enough and he grows on you. Same thing with me. Like, people don't trust me at all when they first meet me. Like, remember how we used to talk about it when we were younger?
Yeah.
And, like, people would be like,
No, but they trust you the fastest out of all of us.
yeah, because the more they don't trust me at first, like, at all. But then the more they know me, the more they get to talk to me and shit, they're like, oh, shit. Ivan's really fucking cool. He's really trustworthy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah.
People be trusting you for a lot of things, bro.
Like what?
Bro, like, I remember we would, as children, like, talk about, like, oh, who was, like, the bestest friend or blah, blah, blah. Like, who was the bestest friend, blah, blah. You were always, like, the first fucking choice. And then when we talk about, like, who people trust, or, like, oh, why don't you tell me the secret? Like, I know Ivan knows something, but he won't tell me. They be like, that's why I told him. You know? And like that happened very frequently back then. I said children. It's teenagers.
Teenagers.
We were teenagers. Yeah. I do remember I was like 12 and Angel like was 13. And I was like, I'm a teenager. And Angel's like, no, you're literally not. And I was very upset.
Nah, I remember when I was 13 and you guys were 12. And I was telling you, I was making fun of you guys. I was like, I'm a teenager, yeah. and then you guys told me something, but I forget what it was, though. So there's no point
We're
saying
talking shit.
It was probably like, no, we're preteens.
Yeah, you guys just said, yeah, that's
we're
exactly what you
preteens,
said.
We're just
We're preteens. I'm like, nah, boy, you guys are boys. I'm a teenager.
Nah, boy, you're a boy.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Like, that was cool.
Oh, man, bro. I can't believe you assumed our gender way back then.
Hell yeah.
Bullying us.
Be bullied. Cancel Ivan now. All right, I want to get into this though. What? So Angel would bring his knives to places.
Oh, yeah.
And there's this one day I want him to talk about.
When they had the metal detectors.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember whenever I would see it, because sometimes I did come early. Whenever I see the metal detectors, I would text you.
Yeah.
I would be like, yo, Angel, they got metal detectors today.
This special time, I was only like about to walk out of the door of my car, that because my mom drove me, and I was going to the back of the school, and I legit see all these people, and my ex texted me saying, "Hey, be careful, don't bring a knife. There's metal detectors." I was like, "Oh, bet." So I just put that in the glove compartment, right? And I walked into school, and they didn't even check me. Wow. I was like, because I guess they were checking random people.
Yeah.
So I guess now that I know, I think they were looking for someone specifically, and that was just probably like an excuse, you know. But
oh wait, do you know for a fact that they were? Or no?
No, but I know that's a tactic they use, especially if they're randomly selecting people. They're just looking for specific people.
All right.
But I almost got checked that day.
Yeah, I almost got checked one day in middle school. I think I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one during middle school, and I remember specifically coming in late, and they were packing up the machines, so they didn't check me.
Oh,
So I just went to my class, and I was like, "Woo!"
I remember.
sorry.
Keep going.
No, I wanted you to talk about the day where you brought a.
No machete?
Yes, I'm waiting for you to say
That
it.
shit was so funny because like
No one.
I remember one time we were at Renter's house.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Oh, I almost forgot my machete." No, not your machete. You bought like a fucking katana off that fool.
I brought
Oh, yeah.
a double-sided sword off of him and a double-edged dagger.
And you bought throwing knives too.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was though is that obviously katanas are Japanese, right?
Yeah.
You said that shit in a Spanish accent. You're like my kitana. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
My katana.
Yeah.
Katana?
But yeah, you took a machete to high school, dog.
High school.
That specific day, I don't know what I was thinking, but I took a Bowie knife, a pirate-style Bowie knife, with no sheath. So it was just
there, like,
blade
hanging
down
on
my
him.
backpack. Blade down my backpack. Like I legit had to be careful of getting my notebooks so I wouldn't get cut by it. Like I wrapped it around an old dirty shirt so I wouldn't get cut by it.
No, you had a machete too. Remember,
Did
you
you
had
have
it like on your leg.
Yeah, I had like 4 objects with me. And that was one
This
of them.
motherfucker was like
You're
Zorro.
Yeah, I was armed, dog. I had that Bowie knife. I had a double-edged dagger that had like 2 sides, and you can make it into like a fork, kind of.
This man watched One Piece one time.
Yeah, bro, that's the part about anime, dog. You can't. I had the power of God and anime on my side. Yeah, and then I had the machete, and then I had my regular pocket knife, my EDC. And then after the building, I walked out of the class, took the machete out, and just holstered it on my belt. And just walked out and walked to school like that. And like I walked past security guards and everything. No one's.
We chilled in the front.
Yeah, we chilled in the
for
front
like
the
30
longest.
minutes.
I think I even took it around and played with it. I was a kid. I was like 16, 15. I just took it out and I started
There's
showing
people in cars going, "That kid has a machete."
Yeah, I was like,
"What do you want to do about it?" Nothing. He has a machete.
I was like, look at my machete, guys.
Yeah, people came by and were like, "Hey, Angel has a machete."
Yeah, I had a Bowie knife. I was like, hey, look at my Bowie knife. I was in PE.
Just showing off, bro.
It was crazy, dog.
Crazy times.
I used to take 3 knives to school, 2 knives to school.
Knives on knives on knives.
Knives Out.
Knives Out is a good movie.
I haven't seen that.
Knives Out 2 coming out too.
Part 2. That's
No,
like a movie.
It's not gonna be a part 2.
Oh.
It's gonna be the same guy,
Premise?
Daniel Craig, doing a different thing.
That's cool.
It's cool.
Because that was a cool character.
That was a great ending to that.
That Southern
the way
drawl.
that they ended. Yeah. Like, what are they gonna do again?
Spoilers, dog. Wow.
Oh, that is spoilers.
Oh, shit.
All right, I'll bleep that out. That's not that important.
No, I'm kidding. You just leave it.
Nah, because that's actually pretty pivotal to the movie.
That's like the entire ending of the
I
movie.
mean,
so.
when did this come out?
It came out
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago. But still, like, I don't know. That's pretty recent. Especially since like number 2 is coming out. So.
2 years ago is actually like pretty like.
It's pretty recent.
Yeah, it's pretty recent because of the whole like pandemic situation.
5 years in statute of limitations.
Like that whole 2020 doesn't even count.
2020 doesn't count.
That's crazy,
At
bro.
all.
Because like at the beginning, I remember we're all saying like, "Yo, 2020 vision, let's go."
2020 gonna be the best movie year.
Literally
Bro,
got
that
locked
lineup that we had.
What do you mean lineup?
There was a lineup of movies coming out in 2020
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and like Spider-Man and everything, and we were
Yeah.
like, woo, and then, boom, like, what the fuck? Wasn't Kong supposed to come out last year too?
Maybe.
No.
I think so.
I think Godzilla vs. Kong was supposed to come out last year too.
I'm not really big on release dates.
Also, it's not really spoilers, but letting you guys know during the Falcon and Winter Soldier, because of like the filming and stuff, like that was supposed to be the first one, I think, on the lineup. It was supposed to be like Spider-Man and Winter Soldier. So WandaVision coming in like first, really like ups the ante for everything, since it's like all mystical and shit, and like it has deep movie meanings. Like there's literal scenes that are supposed to be for movies that come out in like 2 years, even though Falcon and Winter Soldier has like stuff that for coming out in like a year. Like,
So you're saying I should watch Falcon and Winter Soldier first?
well, that's how it's supposed to be, but they even fucking refilmed scenes, and some of the
Actors look different.
no,
They
some
have
of
5
the
o'clock shadow now.
right, like in one scene and not in another.
Yeah.
No, they would do that Joss Whedon Superman CGI.
CGI.
No, but there's some scenes that they changed, and you can kind of tell. and like there's some scenes where these people are like sitting over there, and then later on they're sitting over here, and then later on they're standing over there, and it's like, why are they jumping like that? Why are they like? Why are they so sporadic?
Kind of thing?
And it's because they had to refilm because of COVID and all that jazz.
Yikes.
Which like kind of sucks because now we know for a fact that we're not getting the same products. You know?
I feel you.
I just don't watch it.
I don't know why you don't watch these, bro. They're so good.
I haven't watched them, but I want to.
It's just because you don't have the.
Don't you have the subscription
Plus?
now?
I do have Disney Plus.
He's letting
I
it
just
go
don't
to
watch
So you're
waste.
just not watching it?
Yeah.
Just letting it go to waste.
Well, for one thing, my PS4 sucks. I just need to get new internet. That's all it is.
Yeah, you just some food. I beat someone at Jump Force, and then he told me to fix my Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I've gotten that before too.
And I told him once I find my tools, and then he says good because I couldn't play like that, and I said my Wi-Fi was good the first match and you still couldn't play like that.
One time someone messaged me off a casual match. I'm like, why are you so butthurt? It's casual
it was
match.
a friendly match. Yeah, it was a friendly match.
That too?
Yeah.
And then one time someone rage quit me on a casual match too. I was like, bro.
I used Aizen today, and I broke someone's guard,
Captain Eisen.
Oh, Captain Eisen, my bad, dog. I used Captain Eisen and I broke someone's guard with.
Well, technically he's not Captain
Technically, he's
Eisen.
not Captain anymore.
Oh yeah, he's a treasonous bastard. Huh?
Yeah,
He's a treasonous bitch.
Spoilers? No, I'm just
Spoilers
actually
to
is a
Bleach.
spoiler.
Spoilers to Bleach if you haven't watched Bleach.
All right, so everyone knows you're not supposed to watch Bleach for Bleach. You're supposed to watch Bleach for the fillers.
Yeah. For that.
Because they be making seasons.
Season 3.
They be making seasons of fillers.
I remember this one time as a kid, I got so confused because
They were doing like
season
that
one
Halloween
finished, right?
shit.
Season 1 finished, and then season 2 started when they were at school. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, what did I miss? So I stopped watching it because I thought I missed something.
Yeah.
That's what my one friend told me back in the day.
Yeah.
He told me, because we're both really into anime, and then like, as we were growing up, he's like, I don't like anime no more. I was like, why not? He's like, bro, you missed one fucking episode. You don't know what the hell's going on. I'm pretty sure he got fucked over with the whole Bleach situation.
I think he got fillers, bro. He got fillers.
Bro, how do you have a show that has seasons? A whole season. Like, hey, we gotta
It's
wait.
not the anime's
so, like,
fault. It's the writers.
Just don't make
It's the artist.
episode. Just don't make the episode.
Yeah, that's true too.
How-
Like My Hero
How are they
Academia,
gonna
bro.
make money?
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's why it's that. It really is an animation studio because they want to keep making money, so they just keep
Why don't
making
they
episodes.
just make a movie instead? It'll be shorter and it'll be drawing bigger crowds.
But I really like the fact
But they
that
know how to be good, though.
I really like the
Exactly.
fact. I really like the fact that My Hero Academia
It has
takes
no
like,
filler.
yeah. Well, they have some filler, but like they'll
It's
actually
like episode.
Yeah.
It's like an episode filler.
an episode filler.
And that's like normal.
Normal, yeah, because they don't actually keep running. Imagine if My Hero had just kept syndication
Like a 4-episode thing of like Naruto will be doing
constantly.
that. Naruto will be
filler,
doing 4 or
yeah.
5 episode stuff.
But
Yeah.
nah, they actually wait a whole year and shit, and they get their shit together. That shit's
And they get
tight.
their shit together.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, man, the manga's been going on since the 80s. The
80s.
anime barely started happening like 2012. And not only that, but even though they have all this source material still,
They still do filler?
they still like wait a whole ass like maybe
They
2
wait.
years before they do the next
Because they know
chapter.
what happens when you do the filler episodes. You became known as that anime that does filler episodes.
Not even though, because the reason why they do the filler is because they've already caught up to the manga.
Yeah.
So there's nothing else to animate. But JoJo's been around since the 80s, dogs. They have
They
the
have
manga.
everything.
But they're just like chilling on it. I feel like they're just respecting it, you know? They don't want to bog it down with a bunch of filler and shit.
But,
Even though they don't technically have to.
that also brings me to Boruto, bro. Why you start anime the same time you start the manga?
Yeah, it's true,
Why
too.
do you start anime the same
It's
time you
because
start
Naruto is
manga?
making so much money, dude.
You know, like wait a fucking whole 1 year or 2 years to just have a manga build up and make it its own fan base first. Like, it just irks me. I hear it's good now, and the fact
Now.
that now that came out like 2 years ago,
What?
Feels like more.
and that's exactly like I literally just said. Like if you waited 1 or 2 years, it would have been like, okay, now let's start, and now we don't have to start like. I would say like you don't have to start from the movie, but also when they redid that movie scene, it was kind of better than the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when they did the fight scene with Naruto, Sasuke, and Momoshiki.
Momoshiki. See, I can't even remember the bad guys.
In the
The
movie?
the Otsukis.
In the movie?
Yeah.
Metal
No,
League.
not in the movie.
What did
In the
Renzer
movie,
say?
they did like this weird thing where he ate the person and became a demon, but like in the manga, he's like more slim, and like it makes kind of more sense.
Renzer said that he hated Boruto because Metal Lee's all shy at first, and all of a sudden he's all like,
Oh my god, he's one of the worst characters. It's because they don't want to deal with that whole like, oh, this kid's drinking alcohol thing. Instead of making him drink alcohol, let's make him shy.
oh yeah.
So since he's shy, he has like a shy version of the drunken fist, and it's like you're dumb.
That makes no sense.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You're basically making it sound like this guy can just throw random punches, and like they're just good. They're just good punches.
His name is Metal Lee. He needs to be metal.
Lee, bro.
Yeah, he needs to.
Like he literally could like match so much of like 10 skills and Rock Lee's.
Is he Tenten's his mom?
No, they never tell you. Why? Why is that the biggest secret in Boruto?
That's not the biggest secret in
That's the
Boruto.
biggest secret.
No, it's not.
What's the biggest secret?
I can't tell you.
It's a big secret.
Oh, you talking about who Froggy Man?
Froggy Man.
Who Froggy
I
Man?
haven't just watched that.
Jiraiya's brother? Nah, I was watching it and I stopped.
Nah, that's Jiraiya's uncle, bro.
Huh?
That's not even watching the anime.
Yeah, I watched past like
The
some arcs.
manga is where it's at.
I have the volume 3, I think, and I haven't even read it yet. And I bought volume 4 too, and I still haven't even read that.
Oh
Fake
my
fan.
gosh.
Fake fan.
So,
Naruto's just too good.
Naruto's really good.
Especially cause like growing up,
Better
I
than
love
Black
Shippuden.
Clover.
I love Shippuden, right? But then like when I rewatched Naruto like a couple years back, like in 2016 or 2015,
I'm gonna show you a message that I got.
I like got through it quick. Like it's so good. And then when I started Shippuden, I've literally been watching the same.
That's why I resorted to the manga, because I was like, I'm so tired of being left out of the loop.
Oh, maybe that's why, because I love the manga, dude. Growing up, I was reading the Shippuden manga, buying the Shonen Jump magazines every month. That shit was lit. And like,
I remember we go to the library.
yeah, one of my fondest memories is me and my older sister walking to the Walmart, because we lived on Cyprus, and we walked to the Mango Walmart, and she bought some stuff, and I bought my freaking magazine, and then like we're walking to her boyfriend's house afterwards, and then we go hang out there, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, it's one of my fondest fucking memories, dude. Walking around the city with my sister reading my manga, like it's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's
Love
cool.
it.
I remember when you lived on Cyprus, you had like this day where you really, really wanted me to sleep over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds cool.
Like you really wanted me to sleep over.
Like sleepover, bitch.
Yeah.
I got Giovanni to sleepover too that one time when we walked back from the city, from the mall. I was like, hey man, you gonna sleep over? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
That's a good story right there too.
Yeah.
No, the time we all went to the mall and we walked all the way back home basically.
Oh yeah.
We got a ride around Cherry.
Yeah, around Cherry from a friend's mom, and we all sat in each other's laps.
Did we?
Yeah, we all sat in each other's
That's
laps.
crazy.
There's a small car.
I used to go into trunks.
Oh yeah, that was crazy
But let's
too.
talk about like when we ran away from the mall, and how Bass Pro Shops had like a thing
Yeah,
going
that
on
shit was
outside.
crazy, man. Cause like there was how many heads was there? It was me, you, both the
Giovanni.
Giovanni, she has no nipples, kid. That's his name.
And he was, oh my god, man. Like I'm taking the name out, but why are you crying the whole damn time?
Huh? He was?
Yeah, he was so scared.
That's
He
how
was
they
holding
all
on.
are, though. That's how they all are.
All right, check this out, man. So like, we were actually hanging around the mall, and then Bass Pro
I
Shops.
remember we ate
the crickets.
bugs that
we ate the
crickets
chocolate
yeah.
crickets.
You disgusting. No.
They had chocolate ants too.
Ooh.
So the crickets are disgusting, but the ants get you a little tingly.
They were like sesame seeds in my chocolate.
They can carry 10 times the own weight.
What's it called?
That's hard.
They're gonna need a lot of you.
But I remember us being hungry though.
Yeah, we were hungry.
We were hungry, and there was a Bass Pro Shops across the street. I didn't even know what the fuck Bass Pro Shops were.
We were just walking.
Yeah.
And it was just weird because like there was like all these tents and stuff up, but all this stuff was covered with like a tarp.
And then you and Jose were like, oh, it was either you and Jose or Jose and Giovanni. And then
It was me.
yeah, you guys were like, dude, I think we saw some Oreos over there. And so, yeah. Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
And you guys went and you stole cheese puffs, Chips Ahoy, and like waters. And then we all ran, and you guys were the ones stealing it for us. And then like we had the food, man. We secured the
Giovanni
bag.
Fell on his booty.
Who?
Giovanni fell on his butt when we ran away, like on the grass.
That's funny, man. Yeah, and then we were like lost as fuck. And it was pretty creepy in that rich neighborhood, man.
Yeah,
it was so silent.
Creepy.
It was so silent.
Because
yeah.
So there's Baseline, and then there's this other street that's under like the freeway for a second, and that's the street we took, which heads straight into this weird ass neighborhood. But what we should have done was go down the street to Baseline and then go down, but we didn't do that because we're fucking teenagers. We don't know the streets yet, especially in Rancho.
It's crazy because I ended up living on Baseline right up the street from there.
Yeah, literally from there.
Yeah, so every time I'd walk to the mall from my house, because I literally lived down the street from it, like
you look down?
I'd always think about like that night every time. It never fell.
Didn't you think of shit?
Yeah, I think he did.
And then
he
used a cheese bag.
Yeah, he did.
to wipe his butt.
That fool was down.
Yeah, he was down.
Bro,
that fool ate someone's uneaten fries.
Yeah.
Oh, Giovanni, we need you. We need you on the podcast.
We do.
Miss you.
Miss you, buddy. What's it called? Yeah, I remember we finally like made it out that neighborhood, and we were like in front of a gas station. And then we started walking down more, and then we got to around Cherry, and that's when Jasmine got her mom to pick us up. And then Giovanni was like, I'm sleeping over your house tonight, Ivan. I was like, let's go. I was hyped as fuck.
No. That's funny.
I don't even know why.
No, we just had good times, bro. Yeah. We just slept over at everyone's house. Yeah. We shared all our shirts. We all slept over.
Remember that one time when we went to that party that was next to Fohai? And then Hector told his mom that there was a party at Fohai, but we didn't fucking know it. That was just an excuse, right? And then sure enough, when the mom drops us off at Fohai,
there's a party.
There's literally a party at Fohai. Like what the fuck? Like there was there was a shit ton of kids.
There's a lot.
And then we're like, damn,
it was something. Something was going on.
And then we went to that party. That party was lit. Like it was literally down the street from it. And then when we were getting picked up, we just walked to Fohai and waited to get picked up. That was clean, man.
Yeah, dude. San Bernardino party. The show.
Oh, that's like the most epic party of all time.
I think it's my favorite one.
Yeah?
I think it has to be my favorite one. I don't go to a lot.
It's so iconic, dude.
Yeah, I don't go to a lot. Dude. And like the fact that they had it planned, like an actual good cohesive plan.
But I want to have like a whole dedicated segment to all the shows we've been to, because they're pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Then that was a good little teaser to what's coming up.
I
did want to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I don't have a lot, and we all have separate ones too.
Yeah. Because I used to go with Enrique and stuff, so it would just be me and him usually.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Enrique.
Yeah, man.
But we all went to a couple. Together.
Yeah, we went to that
around Rialto and
Bloomington. Man, that's Scamageddon one.
Cheeseburger Fest with no cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Man, they had no cheeseburgers.
They had no cheeseburgers.
Blasphemy, dog.
Burger King was having free fries that day.
Oh yeah, we went to go get fries.
No, they had tacos, didn't they?
No, we went to go get fries.
No, but didn't they have tacos there?
No, I took me. I remember Juan specifically to go get fries. We got Burger King fries before the show. And when we were at the show, me and Juan went by ourselves, and you guys were mad.
Oh, that's bad.
Because I basically ditched the
show. I remember specifically. You guys were like, man, there's no cheeseburgers here, but there's blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and I think they
had like hot dogs and tacos.
Oh, yeah, I remember hot dogs.
But yeah, we'll save that. We'll talk about that in the beginning of another podcast because that shit's epic.
I have a picture on my old phone of me and you pitting, Gallo.
Oh, painting?
Pitting.
Oh, pit, yeah.
Bro, I wish I had more pictures of me
in the pit.
Yes,
I have a picture of me in the pit at Maximum the Hormone.
I
didn't even. It's not even my own picture. Literally, someone filmed the mosh pit and they put it on YouTube. And
they said free. They sang Frieza, and no one knew what it was.
No one knew what it was.
And it's like, oh.
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
No.
And this guy was like, "Is he saying Frieza?" And I was like, "Nah, it can't be." I was like, "Nah, I don't think so." And then yeah, it was a whole year before that song, before that movie was even announced. And then what's it called?
Hey, what's that outside?
No, he's gone.
Wait, hold up. What is that thing?
I don't know.
Oh, is that an ad?
Oh, that's an ad. Hey, whoa. Hey.
Dude, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. Good thing it was just the same ad.
Yeah. I'm really glad it was just the same ad. I don't think I would have fought a mafia if it was anything new.
Yeah. So what were you saying, Ivan?
You weren't prepared for that. If it wasn't new.
He came out of nowhere.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a new ad next time.
Maybe.
Depends on the. Go on with your story.
Oh yeah, I have a screen. I have like a. I was in the pit for Maximum the Hormone, and if you guys don't know what that band is, they do the opening theme song to the second opening and second ending to Death Note, and they also sing the Frieza theme song from Fukatsu no F Dragon Ball movie, and yeah, they were at Knotfest one time. And I was like,
that was a good show, man.
Yeah, it was an amazing show. I was like, I need to go to this.
Yeah,
and we all.
I have background to this too that I want to add on.
And then right after that, I pitted to Court Case.
Ooh.
Man,
dude, I was in
you
the
guys
pit.
were pitting all day.
Yeah, this shit was fun.
Remember, you guys were pitting all day.
And the Slim that we pitted.
The fire pits.
Yeah, the fire pits.
And then security's like, it happens.
It happens. There was like 4 or 5. You
Yeah,
can see
they're
them in the
all just
distance
They
everywhere.
can't stop everyone, dog.
Yeah.
There's like 16 bonfires going on.
And then Danzig having asthma attacks on stage.
Yeah, that whole. But like,
yeah,
dude, I'm in the pit, right? And like, man, I swear to God, people are so cool. Like, I remember in that pit, if you were to fall, everyone picks you right up, back up. That shit's so cool.
I remember my first big one was Mayhem, and immediately I was like, I'm gonna die, like falling down, and I never hit the floor. I was immediately picked up, and I was already.
But you know
what's
what's crazy though? I've noticed because I've been into like multiple like genre gigs, like a hardcore gig, and then like a ska.
They like to
gigs,
box
and then,
themselves in.
Yeah, metal gigs and stuff. Yeah. And then Scott McGinnon was like all of them in one, like hardcore kids, metalheads and stuff. But I've noticed metalhead kids actually pick you up. They're the ones that pick you up.
Yeah.
It's the hardcore kids and like the ska people.
They don't
Hardcore
care.
kids don't know how.
It feels like they have something to prove. That's why.
What?
Yeah.
It feels like hardcore kids like, yeah, I listen to hardcore.
Oh, so
I mean, I might be
hardcore?
attacking people. No, but it feels like they're like they have chips on their shoulders and they just have something to prove.
That's why they windmill, because they have chips on their shoulders.
Yeah, but metalheads are like, we're in it.
And I also think back then too, like the hardcore kids we knew were pretty. They were they weren't hard. You get me?
No.
Yeah, so like I feel like we didn't get like genuine hardcore kids, guys. They were all like kind of like
We would actively try to turn hardcore pits into a normal
Yeah.
market.
I turned.
They're dumb. They're so dumb.
I thought hardcore kids.
I remember I remember seeing a couple where I was at a hardcore show, because that's all there was hardcore shows.
Yeah.
And I saw people hardcore dancing, and I looked at these 2 guys and I was like, you guys want a mosh pit? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, let's go. And I turned that shit into a mosh pit. I love that moment. But anyways, yeah, I was in the fucking pit for Maximum the Hormone. And then afterwards, when I got home later that like probably like the next day, I checked YouTube to see if they had that performance on YouTube, and some guy recorded the whole performance, right? And you could see me pitting in the fucking in the crowd, and I took a screenshot and I posted it to my Insta. That shit's fucking hard.
You're a living memory.
Yeah.
I think there's official ones too, though, on Knotfest.
They took it down though. They did. Well, that video that I screenshotted, they took that video down because it was some fan, you know. It was a guy. It was just a normal guy from the audience, and I guess
That's kind of fucked up.
yeah, it is fucked
Like,
up.
I'm in that picture though.
Well,
like,
it was a video, but
Yeah.
I have a screenshot of me in it though.
Yeah, but that's why you only put up a screenshot and they took it down.
They didn't take my no. They didn't take my stuff down.
Okay.
They took down the
I
YouTube
couldn't
video.
get to that pit.
I misunderstood.
I was on the offskirts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Gala
because
was
I lost
late.
you guys.
Yeah, Gala was with Wendy. He couldn't get to the pit.
Oh yeah, because he was in the
No, I
lineup.
wasn't with Wendy.
Oh, he
you
was
were
getting
lying.
something for Wendy.
Yeah.
I was getting something for Wendy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
she wasn't
talking
there.
to.
You getting autographed, no?
Yeah.
For a poster?
It was me, you two, and Haley.
Yeah.
And I kicked Haley in the face in the parking lot.
Damn.
Oh damn!
But it wasn't
Where's
hard.
in the
Like,
pit?
Goddamn! You didn't even wait. You were like, let's just get this over with now.
yeah, I'm gonna kick you in the. Yeah, I kicked her in the face. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, you're cool. And I was like, sick.
I am cool. But that's not the question.
I remember, dude, when we were waiting for like, cause I know who Danzig is, and Angel didn't know who Danzig was. But the only song I like from Danzig is Mother. And so I was like, Angel, he has a song called Mother. It's fucking amazing. Just wait for that shit. And sure enough, like, dude, that full set was long as fuck. It felt like 2 hours.
Bro, did we fall asleep?
Yeah, no, we left.
No, I could have sworn we fall asleep on the grass, bro. We were laying down on the grass for a
Yeah, we
while.
were laying in the grass. We were waiting for his set to start. And it was taking a while. And when he started his set, that shit was long as fuck. And the whole time,
We woke up during Mother. We woke up during Mother.
No, we didn't, because I remember this shit vividly.
Yeah.
You're standing in front of me, right?
Yeah.
And like he was finally gonna play his last song. We didn't even know it was gonna be his last song or not. But you never heard this song before, and all you hear, you just hear him go, "Mother," and then you turn around and you smile, and like the music already started playing, and you loved it, and like you loved the song. And I was like, I told you, man.
Yeah, that's the
shit was tight.
That's the only song I do like from Danzig.
Yeah, same here. It was really cool seeing that. Like, it's really cool seeing someone's reaction to something for the first time.
Yeah, that you like.
Yeah. So when you turned around and smiled, I was like, my man.
That was a long ass. I know.
And we left during their set, Danzig set, because I think he was the last one. I think he was the last
We
one.
got a burrito.
No, Slipknot was. They were the last performance. It's their festival. Danzig opened.
Maybe it was Mayhem, and we left during like one of the last.
Yeah, Mayhem festivals that we all, me, you,
I wasn't there,
Dustin,
man.
Hector, Max just randomly showed up
during a fight.
during a fight.
That was the funniest thing.
Right? We're all watching the fight. All of a sudden,
And then he just did the other side. Just what was he eating?
he was eating like he just walks up to it and like, dude, it's literally a fight. It's literally chaos. And this fool literally just walks up to it. They're bleeding. He walks up to it like he's literally right in front of them. Like everyone else is at a distance. This fool's eating, looking down at them fighting.
It's everyday shit.
And then I'm like,
Max!
And he's like,
Max is hard.
And he literally hanged out with us for the rest of the show.
The rest
of the
Max is
festival.
hard.
Yeah, he was.
We told him to burn his shirt, and he's like, I like this shirt.
That fool don't play.
And we're like, burn the shirt, but I like the shirt. No, all right. And he just burned his shirt.
Yeah,
I think I still have the video on my Facebook too.
What do you call it?
like-
The main event?
The headliners?
The headliner. The main headliner, the last performance of that festival was Five Finger Death Punch.
I think that's why we left.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I used to be into him.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that one song about is black and white?
It's never enough.
It's
Never enough.
No matter what.
It's always do this, do that, everything you want to. I don't want to live that way.
Don't tell me that's not a bob, dog.
That's a bop.
It's a bob.
That's a bob.
It's an embarrassing bob.
I was calling something a bop the other day, and the person was like, I don't listen to that Korean shit.
Oh.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
You mean K-pop?
Stop the Asian hate, dog.
Yeah, what the hell? That was offensive. That was
I
like,
didn't say that shit.
I know,
That
but
person
he was
did.
like, he was offended.
Yeah.
Like he was like,
They were talking.
like-
They were talking about Spanish music, and I was like, "Oh, is it
like
a
he
bop?"
caught like his wife cheating on him, like to Korean music or something. Like,
That fool has some resentment, dog.
yeah, like there's something going on there.
I was like, "Dude, bop just means like any song that kind of just like
Slaps.
Slaps,
Slaps.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
he's like
slapper.
slaps. I don't listen to the whole no ham bony.
I'm not trying to play patty cake." What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I saw them playing patty cake. And I wanted to bring up the when we talk about mascots. There was another mascot outfit I wore.
Which one?
The A.B. Miller Rebel,
Oh,
who has now been canceled.
oh, he's been canceled, huh?
Yeah, the A.B. Miller Rebel has been canceled, and I wore his suit for some two production stuff.
A.B. Miller face mask and an A.B. Miller Rebel hat, dog.
Bro, those are collectibles now.
That's collectible.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even know he was a Confederate soldier. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was a rebel.
Yeah, he's a Confederate, dog.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
What I'm wondering is why California, a high school in California, even has a Confederate
Confederate,
soldier.
yeah.
I mean, you forget what Fontana was before everything.
You talking about Azrael
KKK?
Blanchard Miller?
Yeah.
Acting like I don't know my Fontana history about Azrael Blanchard Miller.
A.B.
He was a KKK guy.
Oh no.
That's his real name?
But we did.
That's
Yeah.
his full name?
Yeah,
Azrael Blanchard Miller? I never
Yeah.
heard his full name before.
Yeah, that's
That fool has like a park, a street, a school, everything named after him.
I think that fool. What?
That's what's up.
Did that fool own the steel mill, or he was like a part of it or some shit?
No, he had the orange orchard
Oh,
that was down
Orchard.
here.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, there's a lot more history that is kind of escaping me at the moment.
Yeah,
but-
that's what you said you knew.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I remember I researched it because I wanted to make a fighting game back in the day
Yeah,
about.
City of Action.
Yeah,
Oh my.
it was
That
called
shit would've been tight.
Rosanna
TM.
City of Action because
TM.
Rosanna was Fontana's name beforehand, and I was like,
Oh, yeah, you're
Super-
right. TM.
Rosanna?
Rosanna. That was Fontana's original name.
Rosanna.
Yeah.
That's a dope ass name.
R-O-S-E-N-A. Yeah, that'd be dope if we lived in the city of Rosanna. Like,
Rosanna.
Yeah, and then we were gonna have a stage called Baseline, and it was always gonna be having a baseline. Doom, doom.
Yeah, we went like pretty deep into what we wanted, but you know, it's like the thing I said before. Where there's a lot of plans I had and I want to do, and I just don't do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's how it is sometimes. Like, you
That's
just
just
have to
how
find
it
that
is.
courage, find that time, the strength, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just
I'm gonna get a little preachy. If y'all want to do something, do it.
Yeah.
I remember I wanted to do this podcast for so long and I never did it.
It sounds simple, but it's really hard for you just to do something you want.
It's a leap. It's a leap of faith.
It really is.
Nice.
Oh,
The Spider-Verse.
I don't know.
You haven't seen Spider-Verse?
I've seen it like 3
The
times.
Oh, he
Miles
tells Miles, you don't know. It's just a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the movie, Peter B. Parker.
He tells it to him.
Yeah, no, he says, well, what if I can't fix it? Because he wants to get back with Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miles is like, you don't know. It's a leap of faith. And then he like looks at him with like a smile. He's like, that's good, kid.
Always explore.
And then like he lets go and he goes into his, you have to explore it. That it's pretty inspiring how movies could be sometimes.
Yeah, because once you realize movies are just allegories of like other stories that you already watched or heard of.
Like sometimes things just hit.
Yeah.
At different times of your life. Like you can watch a movie like as a kid and it will resonate entirely different as a teenager, and then it will resonate entirely different as an adult. And I haven't hit when I'm old yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll resonate entirely different then too.
There's a movie I like a lot called The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher.
Haven't seen it, we should watch it.
Oh, you ever seen that one?
You never seen it?
Never seen
I
it.
showed Angel and Juan one time.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
want to
good
spoil
movie.
it then.
Yeah, it's
But
a really fucked up movie.
Yeah, it's a fucked up movie. And at
It's really fucked.
the end, dude, when he's walking down the street,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was a kid,
This was his thing and spoil it, but this was spoilers. He's walking down the street.
I'm not telling you
What
what's
street?
happening.
What street?
Now I'm gonna look out for whenever he's on the street.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, is this the end? Don't get it.
So he's walking down the street, right?
Yeah.
And the music that plays and the thing that happens, that shit, when I was a kid, resonated with me hella hard.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. And then as an adult, or as a teenager, I guess, like, I was probably like 19, 20. When I showed you guys the movie, the scene still hit, but the music wasn't as cool as I remembered it. It was kind of whack. But like, still, the scene still hit. I was like, oh, that's fucking harsh.
That's another thing. It's like taste.
Yeah.
Like
Your taste changes.
sometimes people like say some things and you're like, wow.
Okay, but you know, Fight Club though,
I was gonna
the
bring
ending
that up
song
too, 'cause-
Pixies, that shit hits no matter what. Like,
Going
so
Out West, that
good.
Tom Waits song hits hard. Oh.
What movie is that from?
Fight Club, right? That's what we're talking about.
why? Because he says, he says,
Because it's
I was also gonna mention that.
It's
Disney-
the whole montage of him feeling cool and shit.
yeah, he's like,
yeah.
I do karate too.
Yeah. I know
What's he
voodoo.
saying?
I know voodoo and karate too.
Yeah. That movie just had good music,
Hell
man.
yeah.
I'm also gonna mention I had to stop watching because that part where he, I'll bleep it out.
Fight Club?
If you guys haven't seen Fight Club, but like there's the part where he like,
Yeah.
I had to stop watching because there was like an actual dick and I had my family, so I'd never finished Fight Club.
No, we
I
have to finish
technically
Fight Club.
finished it because of that last scene.
Uh-huh.
I'd be watching that. I'm like, man, that's dope. Like you, bro.
I have to show you something cool. It's a
Okay.
wrestling thing.
But yeah, so we
I've
should watch Butterfly Effect and Fight Club. Just have like a teenage night, like the teenage movie.
Us?
Oh, yeah,
Everyone's
Fight Club.
poster inside their room type night.
Dude, I had a crazy evening one time, or a day, cause like
When was this?
this was like back when I lived with Gala, and we'd come over and hang out, and they were with their friend. During that time, I was like, before my mom moved into, like I was not doing anything. I wasn't even going to school. Then my mom moved in
Good times.
against my, like, that shit was like the most embarrassing thing in my life ever.
Move into my house.
Yeah, I was like, damn, my family, fuck. But anyways,
Well, there
family?
was
Damn.
drogas in the house, and I
Yeah.
was playing for it, bro.
yeah.
Bro, if there was beer in the house, I was blamed for it.
But yeah, but once my mom moved in, she was like really fucking getting on my ass to do my homework and actually finish school. So I was doing it. And but one time, man, I remember it was like, just bring your homework, man. Come on, we're going to Victorville. And I was like, all right, I'll bring my homework. Literally didn't do the homework the whole day. Like I was having too much fun. Yeah, like we went to a place and she was still living with like her ex-boyfriend. Like they weren't together, but she was living there. And like
awkward situations. Bro.
Yeah, but he wasn't there though. And she told, and she that he didn't know that we were going there either. And so, but she told us that he was a baker. So the whole time, me and Nick were all making jokes about him being a baker, and he's gonna come home and find us, and he's gonna have to like try and kill us and bake us into pies and shit. Like it was funny.
That sounds like a you guys joke.
Yeah, and then we get to the fucking when we're at the house though, like we're just having a good time and like cooking food to eat, and we're like, oh, we're gonna watch these movies, and so we started watching Inglourious Bastards, and then
good one.
Yeah, but we only watched the first scene. We had to go, so we took it off and we went.
The ex-boyfriend was coming back.
I don't know, but we went to
Bro, he was gonna come back with a fucking rolling pin.
Yeah, rolling pin. That's how I imagined it with a rolling pin.
Were some flowers still on it?
Yeah. And then so we came back to Fontana. Oh, well, technically we were in Rancho now. We went to like this big ass park, and like it's a big ass park with like a pond and shit. And we were like sitting in the grass next to the pond, and we're all just chilling right there. And then so I forget who it was. It was either Chris or Amelia. They were like, "Have you guys seen the Yellow Submarine movie?" And we're like, "No, what is that?" And then they were like, "Oh, it's this trippy ass Beatles movie." And so it's a cartoon, and they showed it to us, and that shit tripped us out. We were like, "Whoa, trippy."
That is trippy. The Walrus one is trippy too.
Yeah. And then like
the Walrus one's not a film, it's a music video, but still like
when there's this cool scene, the Beatles are like coming by, and then one of the members is all like, "Where's Ringo?" That goes Ringo. And then so like me and Tim kept we constantly were saying that shit throughout the years. And then we also quoted this other thing that happens when like one of the members is tripping out. He's like, "Whoa, what the fuck's going on?" And then the other guy's all like, "It's all in the mind." I fucked up. He's like, "It's all in the mind."
It's all in the mind.
Yeah, so we kept saying that to each other. Especially if someone in our group was actually freaking out about something.
It's all in the mind.
It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind.
I remember another thing that we said a lot was, "Go pee then."
Oh yeah.
Go pee.
That was because like someone needed to pee. I think it was Jose.
No, it was Giovanni.
Oh, Giovanni.
Woke up and I think you had to pee.
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Ah, man, I gotta go pee." Giovanni wakes up and is not wake up, but like sleep talks. "Go pee then. Go pee. Go pee then. Go pee."
Man, oh yeah, but we were chilling at the park. We watched that Beatles cartoon movie. That shit was a trip. And then came home in the night. And then like it was just like a full day of adventure and fun. Like that shit was tight.
A lot of days were like that.
Yeah. Huh?
And no homework done.
No homework at all.
No homework done.
This fool even forgot he was talking about.
It was kind of like it was kind of like a vacation from the bad time at my house.
Yeah, for real. Because I remember when my family moved into the garage and shit. I dipped. I literally like.
You did? Yeah. I was like, I haven't seen my even in like a week.
Yeah, I left for a whole week.
He found a new house.
I didn't know how to deal with all the stress. You know, I was stressful. I was going through a lot.
That's why he lived at your house.
Yeah. He's like, I literally came here to get away from it.
Yeah, it was a trip.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
I remember the walk. Yeah, I remember the walk back too. Like I was out for a week and I was walking back. I was like, I think it's time to go face the music. So like I walked from Rialto to. Well, I did it all the time. I'd walk from Rancho to Fontana or Rialto to Fontana.
Yeah, we were walkers though.
Yeah, so I walked from Rialto to Fontana.
Always mob it.
It's a nice time.
Yeah, it wasn't like a time where we were just like, nah.
Dude,
I remember this. Trying to go somewhere.
I remember this one time where it was.
I walked you to your house.
Yeah.
Like in Rancho.
Yeah, that shit was cool. That shit was cool because I always did that shit by myself. You know, like I was constantly walking by myself, and then you and what's her face came, and like it was so surreal to have, because it's just so. Because I know people adults have their commutes to like work and shit, right? And they're always driving by themselves. Yeah, well, this is me, like, I was like 14, 15, and I'm walking a 2-hour walk from another city at night, and I'm by myself the whole fucking time.
Remember that one
with your
time
Mega Man music?
Home?
My Mega Man music, yeah.
Remember that one time you ran back home because you thought...
Dude, that shit was creepy as fuck. I was just having a bad day that day, like, or not bad day, but a creepy day. Well,
I gave you a soda. I was like, Ivan, you want a soda?
Yeah, because, like, the way it started off was, like...
I need a soda.
the way it started off was I was in I started off the morning in like I think I was in Fontana, and then I was hanging out with this girl, and she was telling me how like these people on Baseline, they're like they give her like bad vibes. Like they always seem suspicious, like they're doing something nefarious or whatever. She didn't say nefarious, but she just told me like she feels like they're killing people or some shit. And I was like, oh, don't tell me that. I walked by there at night. And then there's like also this house that's kind of creepy. Like there's like a tree that's like a weird garden, and there's a tree with a face inside like an actual face inside the tree. And like so that day was already starting off creepy because of the story the girl was telling me. And then I had to walk home later that night, and I just remember like hanging out with people at school. I wasn't going to AB anymore, but I'd always go to hang out after school and shit. Yeah. So then spend the day hanging out, and then it's like, I think it was like, I don't know how late it was. It was probably like 11 o'clock, and I was like, all right, time to go home. And I was hanging out with you, and then like I start walking home, and I'm like, all right, so there's like 4 scary destinations on my way home. And so the first one is that house. If I take that one street with the face inside the tree, and then it's the new destination on the map, which is the fucking hillbilly house with the fucking scary dudes. And then another scary place on the way home. There was this church, there's like this church with a big ass open front lawn. That shit was creepy to me. And the reason why I'm afraid of churches at night is because I had this one friend tell me one time, he was like, don't go to churches at night, Ivan. This is when I was like 12, walking around the city by myself. Or 13. I was 13. And I was like, why not? And he was like, because churches are bad luck at night, dude. Like, he just he fed me some horse shit, and then it just got me spooked.
Because they have services at night.
Yeah, I was just spooked. And so at this time though, I was probably like 16, 17 walking home, and like that church was like, I was pretty spooked by it. And then the final scariest destination on my way home was literally my home. Because I lived in Rancho up the street from Victoria Gardens,
but it did not look like it.
It was like a fucking portal into another dimension.
Yeah, the side street wasn't even
the streets.
It was a dirt road.
It was a dirt road.
It led to nowhere until you turn left at a certain point.
Literally,
there was multiple points.
Yeah, literally, you're walking down you're going down Baseline in Rancho, right? It looks to your left on the street that I live on. To your left is normal big ass rich houses, right? To your right is just an ominous dirt road, and
with trees covering everything.
To the right side, trees. To the left side, dead ass. Like the trees are dead, and there's abandoned houses. Like there's run down abandoned houses.
The worst thing to walk into at night.
Yeah, like, and it's
all
just
your fears are there.
It's just a dark road, and as I've previously established, I'm afraid of dogs, and there was a lot of loose dogs around there too. And so I'm like, fuck that. Just like that long stretch of road home was just fucking scary as fuck to me. Sometimes I'd have to run it at night, and yeah, so like, as I'm walking home, I'm on Baseline, I'm still in Fontana. I look back and I see the moon coming out from behind the mountains, and that shit was like really dark. It was almost like a red. It was just like a really weird, scary, ominous moon. And I'm like, fuck. So I already got through one thing, right? And I'm on, I think the street, Beach Street? Beach? Mm-hmm. I'm on Beach itself, right? And I'm sitting at the bus stop, and I'm just thinking, I remember there was like creepy shit happening with my phone. I was trying to call my sister, see if she could like give me a ride or some shit or something. But like, I don't even know if she was driving at the time. I'm pretty sure she was. But like, no, she wasn't. I don't know what I was trying to do. I was trying to get a hold of someone because I was scared. Yeah. I was like, fuck, I don't think I could finish this walk. Because like, I've done it a million times, but that night was just, something was creepy. I had like a really bad vibe. And I was like, I can make it through the church, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it past my fucking road home. Because that dirt road's pretty creepy. So then...
And your neighbors are assholes too. So yeah. Even if it wasn't like a fucking ghost, it was probably them.
Yeah, the neighbors are fucking dicks. But like, so I'm like, I'm sitting at the bus stop, and then I remember I'm like on my phone trying to get a hold of someone, and then a guy walks by walking his dog, and he's like, "Kid, the buses aren't running anymore, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Like, what the fuck? Of course they're not.
You need to tell me. Like.
And yeah, so then I hit up Angel. I'm like, Angel, I'm already halfway home. Keep in mind, I'm literally almost halfway home. I just walked all this shit. And I'm like, dude, I can't do this, man.
So it's already an hour.
Yeah, and then Angel was all like, just come back, man. And I'm like, for real? And he's like, yeah, and sleep over. And I was like, all right, man, for sure. And I literally walked all the way back home, and I went past the same first two scary destinations. They're even scarier the second time.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. But
I think you told me you ran.
Yeah, I think I did run a little bit. And I finally made it back, and we were chilling on your steps for a while.
Yeah,
again.
I gave you a soda. I was like, I need a soda.
Yeah, I need that orange soda, man. Send me into bliss. Or it was probably Mountain Dew or something. I can't remember.
It was either orange soda or a Coke.
Yeah.
Or something cold.
This shit was crazy.
It was most likely orange soda, though. Motherfucker loves orange soda.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice spooky way to end this podcast, I think.
Yeah.
we are like, are we just gonna start doing long episodes?
Yeah.
Why? How long was it?
We almost at 30 minutes now.
Damn.
Hour and a half.
So it'll be about an hour and a half.
Hour and 20, maybe.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
Well, if they like the content, then they'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let us know, guys. I put up a story yesterday asking, look, what should we talk about? I think we went ham today. I think like we were just kind of like story after story. So I really liked today's session.
Yeah.
But we want to know what you guys want to hear too. Like if you want to keep hearing this, if you want to us talk about certain news things,
Certain subject.
Hot topics.
yeah, just anything.
Hot
really,
topic.
because
Hot
I
topic
want
in
to.
general.
I want to explore. I want to get challenged.
For real?
You know?
Tell
Yeah,
us
I
your
wanna talk about other
opinions,
subjects.
Tell us your ideas.
Here for all of us. We're
Well,
trying to build a community.
Open ideas. We don't care what it is. I mean, they're all good and bad ideas, but I mean, we want to hear all ideas.
Yeah. Especially since this is like the ground floor, basically.
Yeah.
We're like such a small community right now. You could talk like directly to us. We want to talk about the things you guys want to basically want to know.
I'm watching Korra right now. Once I'm finished watching The Legend of Korra, we all need to talk about it on the
Yeah.
podcast. Because
Yeah,
we all have our different ideas on that shit.
I'm already gonna say it. Fuck Korra.
Oh, no,
Fuck
just kidding, yeah.
Korra.
Fuck Korra.
Every other character, gold.
Especially Milo.
My thing is, everyone else could have saved the day without Korra.
You think so?
Yeah.
No one was gonna be.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that. Yeah. Everything else, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Well,
we'll get into it on the episode.
Tenzin's pretty tight, and then
Tenzin's dope.
yeah, and then the brother did end up going on the other side.
Those two brothers were strong though.
Yeah, and so it could have been brother on brother.
Guys, come
afterward,
on.
You know? We'll talk about it next time.
It's about that time.
All right, well I have a new sign out.
All right.
I did it at we went to the nudes bar. That shit was tight.
Oh yeah,
It was delicious.
We should have started off with that.
Yeah. Gallo took us to a ramen place. It was bomb.
good.
They had a vegan ramen bowl for me. Then I tried it. It was spicy. Well, I said it was spicy, but it wasn't.
Sake
Let's
was
just-
smooth, but it didn't hit as I wanted it to.
So episode 1, I believe, we talked about moving day. On that moving day, we talked about having a date that I promised Ivan, and he added on Angel, and we finally had that date. And it was to Nudes Bar on Baseline and
Someone didn't want to split sake though.
no, Foothill and Edawanda, sorry. And I've been telling them for a while, this is some good eats.
Yeah, me and Angel we had no faith in it, especially when we got there. It looked like some hipster trash. But I'm a hipster. So once I started,
I'm a trendsetter. No, I'm kidding.
once I started eating, I was like, damn, this shit bomb. That shit was good. The avocado rolls were bomb as fuck
There's
too.
also a Kung Fu Tea boba place right in front of it. We had some of that. And
Yeah, that was good too.
They thoroughly enjoyed that as well.
That was my first boba.
That's a good. Oh yeah, congrats. Did you actually like the tapioca boba?
Nah. Oh no, yeah, it was good.
I
But
always
the
get
drink,
coffee
the
popping
drink
boba.
more so itself. I
It
like
just
it.
gets tiring after.
Yeah,
a while.
It gets
slush.
that's what it is. It gets
That's
tiring
literally
after a
what it
while.
is. I sometimes
It's good after
when I do it,
If it wasn't so much, like
I
they
spit it
found
out.
in there.
I
Yeah,
spit it
you saw
out.
me spitting mine out.
Oh,
I would
you
chew them a
did?
little
I
bit and
didn't
then
see-
throw them out.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I like the texture. I like this.
I'm like,
Because it was funny because I'm like, here, you want Angel? I think I offered it. I don't even know if I had offered Angel yet, but he was already grabbing my cup. And I was like, all right, go ahead. And then like he drinks some, and then like I was like, here, he gets some more. And I was drinking it, and I didn't get any of them yet. So then Angel, he takes a sip, gives me back the cup, and I look at him, and this was chewing. And I'm like, what? You got some of the balls already? And you're like, yeah, I know. I'm really good at sucking. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because I'm blind.
you smoking cock.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, but
Pause.
at the end of the nudes bar, when we were leaving, I said something, and I thought in my head I was like, that sounded pretty cool. And then Samson was like, dude, that shit was hard. I was like, oh, so cool. I thought.
All right,
What I thought was right.
Sign out. This has been Gallo V.
This is Angel G.
This is Ivan O. Isolate yourself.
I like hanging out with friends, though. We're literally hanging out with friends. Like, isolate yourself with groups?
Do you know if men get more, I said, aggressive when they isolate themselves?
Men do?
Yeah.
Have you seen Taxi Driver?
No.
Well, then that would make sense.
Yeah.
Watch Taxi Driver, Angel.
What was that?
Fools Podcast signing out.